We always struggle with these topics and no one speaks about them. So I wanted to give you all a process by which we can process grief. Uh, Grief is something as an emotion we seldom speak about. Most of the time, we just let it go and just push it under the carpet and let it take its own course. So we say time will heal, but time never heals unless we have a process for it. So today I wanted to share that process with all of you experientially, and which is essentially we begin with awareness. We then do a process called honoring, which I'll speak about, and after that we let it go. Now, when we think of grief, um, we often refer to the emotion with respect to something that we have lost. It is a relationship which is lost either due to the person passing or for the person leaving our life. It is about things that we have lost, uh, things that have been in our life that we have lost, or something about ourselves that we have lost. So, grief is normally in these three contexts of things: relationship, material objects, or things about ourselves. Now, there are nuances on this material object. Sometimes people may say it's not actually an object, but it is something else. But so I just leave that to all of you to reflect on variations of these. That's fine. So, having set this context of the process and what grief will be contextualized with respect to, let's begin our practice for today. First of all, don't approach this topic of grief as, and we had this discussion in the morning for those of us who were on the retreat, that don't approach it that it is a wrong emotion that I should not hold and I have to write that emotion. Because the moment you do that, you already lost it. I want you to be in today's meditation, embrace that, and then we work with it rather than try to reject it or label it as a wrong emotion. So that's the first and most important step. And then we'll continue with the process. We begin with our attention on our breath. Palms are open and placed on either knee. Relax your neck and shoulders. And let's begin by giving attention to our breath, the process of inhale and exhale happening effortlessly. Take a deep breath in, and as you let that go, bring your attention to the space between your eyebrows. We use this to build focus. We mentally prepare ourselves for the journey that we are about to begin, the journey within. We begin by becoming aware of a grief that we hold, maybe towards a relationship, towards a relationship that we lost. Maybe the person passed on or left our life. Bring into your awareness the specific emotion of grief that you hold towards that person, towards the loss of that person. In this moment, we embrace that emotion. We honor that emotion. We bring into our awareness the person. And all the good things about that person that we wish to celebrate and honor. We take a deep breath in, feel the presence of that person, acknowledge, honor, celebrate the goodness in that person. Acknowledge, accept, and honor the grief that you hold towards the loss of that person. Let go of any resistance that you still hold towards the person or towards the grief. I am aware. I accept and honor. In this moment, I let go of any resistance. I am aware of my grief. I accept and honor it. And I let go of all resistance towards it. I am aware of the goodness. I honor and accept the goodness. Right now, I celebrate it. Stay with it for a few more moments. Before you take your next breath and become aware of anybody else whose loss you wish to honor. Once again, maybe they passed on, or maybe they have left your life. Honor the emotion of grief. Accept it. Use this opportunity, this moment, to become aware of the goodness in that person. Celebrate it. Let go of any resistance that you still hold. Take a gentle breath. Before moving on, keeping your attention between your eyebrows so you stay focused. We now bring into our awareness grief towards anything material that we have lost. It could be an object that was dear to you, a gift given by a loved one, a job that you lost, a business that you lost. Become aware, accept, and honor the grief. Become aware of all the goodness that job, that object, that gift brought into your life. Celebrate it. With your next breath, let go of any residual resistance you may have towards that loss, towards the grief you hold towards that loss. With your next breath, bring your awareness towards yourself, your very own self. We begin with grief that we hold. Sometimes we call it guilt, but it's grief that we hold towards an action that we took, a choice that we made, or a choice that we did not make. Become aware, accept and honor that emotion, that grief that you're holding. Completely drop the resistance. You're not fighting that grief anymore. With that awareness, with that acceptance, with that letting go, we now honor that grief. With your next breath, bring into your awareness any grief that you hold towards yourself. It could be something that you lost with respect to your own self. It could be something in your body, in your capacity. It could be something in your mind. It could be the capacity of your mind. It could be the health of your body. We become aware and we accept that grief. The grief towards that relationship you had towards your own physical self or mental self. Celebrate that capacity of yours. Honor it in this moment. Drop any resistance you have towards that loss or towards that grief. In this awareness, in this acceptance, and in this letting go of resistance, we honor the grief. Take a moment to do the same process of awareness, acceptance, and letting go of resistance. Towards grief, you may still hold towards anything that I haven't mentioned so far. Towards people, towards possessions, towards object, towards pets, towards your work, towards your own self. Simply bring it all together without having to process them one by one. I am aware in this moment of all the grief I hold. I acknowledge, accept, and honor the grief that I hold. I drop all resistance towards it. I feel it leave my body. I feel it dissolve in my mind. I feel it lighten my heart. I feel it leave my body. I feel it dissolve in my mind. I feel it lighten my heart. I feel it leave my body, dissolve in my mind, and lighten my heart. Take a few deep breaths. I bow down to you. I bow down to the peaceful you, the loving you, and the divine you. Shanti. 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 In this moment, I feel the peace and love within me, within you, and within all of creation. Namaste to all of you, and thank you for joining this special practice which we do towards the end of the year. I know it has not been easy for some of you. In fact, for most of us, it will be a hard practice. But I want us to understand that it's an important practice. Let's embrace, accept, and move on, so that it stops weighing us down and keeping us in the past. Love you all. Thank you all once again, and I'll see you next week. We move on to lighter things and, in the spirit of the season, happier things. Yeah.